Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys and dolls, and welcome back. So I recently received quite a few new products in the mail, and I thought I would make a video using some of my old favorites and some of these new goodies, and I'll kind of let you know about my thoughts, feelings, comments, concerns about the new products as I use them. The thing I'm really excited to use today is this new palette from Too Faced. This is the Glitter Bomb palette, and this came in like a huge package with like roller skates.
There's Cora's face.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, so this huge box came from Too Faced today, and a little box from Too Faced as well. Don't mind my apartment, it's super messy right now. I had a busy weekend. So, I'll open the little one in just a minute, but...
What's in the big one?
In the big one. Ooh, glitter like you mean it. I like the sound of that.
Glitter.
I know you hate glitter. Oh, wait. I don't think I can open this one. Yeah? There's roller skates!
Oh.
Oh my god, come catch me.
Come catch you?
Come catch me. Oh my god. So what this is a palette of 8 like hard pressed glitter shadows, and then there are these 2 intensifying bases. So one's a white base, one's a black base, or one's a brightening base rather, one's an intensifying base. So you can put these underneath to, I guess, change the color. So we're gonna play around with it a little bit today. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with my brows using the Benefit Precisely by Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade 3, which is a little bit on the warm side of brown. And so I am just going to fill in the front part of my brow, which tends to be kind of sparse, and I have a zit in my brow line right now. Oh, I hate that. I hate it so freaking much. Anyone else hate brow zits? Let us know. Actually, I think a more like uncommon thing would be like, anyone enjoy brow zits? Ordinarily, I would fill my brows in really sparse, but because I have that zit there, I just kind of gotta fill it in solid to try to cover it up. It kind of blows, but it won't be there forever. Then underneath my brows, I'm going to use Highbrow from Benefit. And I like to concentrate the majority of the color in the outer portion of the brow and just do a little thin line over here. And then I'll use a concealer brush to blend that out onto the lid. This is going to give me a nice lifted look. It's a really great trick. If you have hooded eyes, it really gives you the illusion of having more space there, having a little bit of lift. It's also great if you have droopier eyelids and you just need a little pick-me-up. It's like an instant brow lift. For my primer today, I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot with a synthetic brush to sort of swirl it in there, and then I will go ahead and just smoosh that on all over my eyelid. Go ahead and get Painterly blended all over the lid, and it makes such a great transition with that highbrow. It gives you a little bit of dimension right away. For eyeshadow, I'm actually going to first go in with some blush. I was recently sent a few different blush items from Makeup Forever. They're launching this new face color stuff, and it is awesome. Using this as my transitional color, this is B308, and I'm using that on a large Smith Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to fluff that into my upper crease. Little windshield wiper motions for your afternoon. I don't know. If you are a really big fan of Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, but you've always wanted it to be maybe a little more pigmented and maybe a little more pink, or not that Peach Smoothie isn't pigmented, but like more rich in color, this would be a really great one to use. And plus, it's a blush, so you can also use it on your cheeks. Do you guys like my hairdo? This is what I do to wave my hair, and like my hair is not cooperating today. Like I need to give up the gun because it's just not staying in. Okay, we're leaving the hair down for now because I can't be bothered. Anyway, now to enhance the crease, I'm going to take Cayenne from the Naked Heat palette. I absolutely love this eyeshadow. Just pop that on my Wayne Goss 18 brush. We're going to use purples in the crease later, but for now I just want to get a nice like warm, smoky kind of situation going, because whenever you have a really bold color that you pair with neutrals, it just gives it this really polished look. I noticed that a lot of times when I do this, everyone is like, oh my god, what did you do with your eyeshadow? And I'm like, dude, I just built up like some neutrals before I went ham with the color, and I don't know, man. It just works. So try it out if you are used to going like really, really bold with your, you know, your colors, and maybe they don't blend as well. Just try blending some neutrals underneath. It's a really great way to make everything look really seamless. So now I'm going to pump up the volume in my crease with the best purple eyeshadow ever, which is Sugar Pill's Poison Plum. Look, okay, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. If you love purple eyeshadow and you don't have Poison Plum, you are missing out. I'm just gonna lay it out there like that. It is that good. It is so intense and so vibrant. Oh, I just love it. So I'm using another Smith Cosmetics brush. This one is the 256 brush. This one's great because it's got this pointed tip. So it's kind of like a, you know, a crease brush and a shader brush like built into one, and it's so good for just getting color exactly where you want it, which is what I'm doing right now. Just sort of popping that in the deep crease to give me some depth and some color pop, which is ironic because that's not the brand I'm using at all right now, but I will be later. Like I said, I'm using tons of my favorite brands for this tutorial. So just really rock that color in your socket line, or as longtime viewers of my channel will remember, rock it in your socket. And the great thing is, because this brush is kind of fluffy, you can sort of turn it on its side to blend the color up into the crease. Lay a little more color down, and then fluff it into the crease. And if you get a little overzealous, bring back one of your other blenders to blend it out. Just to make that really soft, I'm taking a naked brush and just making sure everything's really well blended. That's the real key with any kind of bold makeup, is you just blend your little heart out. And then what I'm going to do is take B302, which is the blush right next to the other one. I just created this palette. It's like a duo situation. Maybe I'll do a video talking specifically about these new Makeup Forever blushes if you guys are interested. This one is like a sheer shimmery kind of color. And it's not like shimmery like frosty like an eyeshadow, but for a blush it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just using that to like kind of finalize the blend out. So now we've made this little pocket by filling in all of our crease colors. So I'm going to take the intensifying base from the glitter palette, and I'm going to place that all over that lid, just kind of fill it in. And this eyeshadow is interesting. It, you know, it's definitely a powder eyeshadow, but it has this really interesting feeling to it where it feels kind of like velvet. When you like rub your brush on it, it's really kind of cool. So I don't know how that formula is different and how that works with the glitter, but we'll find out in a moment. I actually haven't used them together. I have used these glitter shadows a bit because I wore this look the other day in my Torrid haul, but I haven't actually tried it all together yet. And then I'll blend in between the black shadow and the purple using the brush I had the purple on earlier, just to kind of make sure that there's no weird surprises later. Okay, so now that we have the black all over the lid, I'm going to take the glitter glue which came with this. So just to give you an idea of how this works best, get a little bit of the glitter glue on the back of my hand, using a synthetic brush to apply this, and I'm just going to apply it on the parts of my lid where I want the glitter to be, which is not exactly all over, but yeah, kind of mostly. And then I'll be using Hot Damn, because I'm too hot. Hot Damn. And in the pan, it looks kind of like magenta purple, like it flashes between the two, but on the eyelid, I feel like it really mostly looks purple, which is pretty, but I was hoping for more of that warmth of color, but I don't know if that's because I have it over the black base too. That's definitely possible. But I feel like when I do tilt my head, it does change a little bit. But I want to bring out that warmth, so I'm going to add a little bit of Work It. Because is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. So whenever you're removing fallout and you've already done your eyeshadow, well, I guess you can't have one without the other, but you just want to be real careful around the edges. Then dry it, dry it, dry it. Oh, what a bummer that my hair didn't curl. So for my liner today, I'll be using the Makeup Forever graphic liner. This is the blackest like pen liner that I have. It is awesome. And really, I just want a nice black line for when I put my lashes on to kind of cover up the seam. because my actual eyelashes are super blonde. So I need a little help creating a nice dark base. I just feel like I need the crease a little, like, to have more depth. Yeah, like I'm not feeling like it's quite there yet. I'm gonna pick up Ashes from the Naked Heat palette. Nice dark burgundy color. And this is a Wing Gust 20. And I'm going to apply this in a C formation. Right there. See, that was a little Zazazu that was missing. See, like, Okay, so now to do my face makeup. I am starting out with the Smashbox Primer. This is a good classic primer. It goes with everything. People have mentioned that this primer makes their foundation break down, and the key is to use less than what you think. Use a very, very small amount, especially if you have very oily skin, and it'll work really nicely for you. Give you a nice smoothing texture. And keep in mind, even still yet, not everything is for everyone, so it still might not work for you. By the way, if you guys have been looking at this weird bump on my lip, I cut myself shaving today, so that's cool. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using my freaking favorite. This is from Makeup Forever. I cannot say enough good things about this foundation. Crazy good coverage, really natural looking. So I'll be using the shade, it says 115, which is the equivalent of R230. And it's got a nice pinky tone, which is great for me because I'm quite pinky toned. Sometimes I mix this with the Y215, but I don't actually need to do that right now. It's mixing quite well with just this. This brush is fantastic for just blending the foundation into your skin just beautifully. So that is exactly what I aim to do. Just buff it on and buff it in. To blend in my foundation today, I'm using the brush that I recently picked up in my Daiso haul. So if you haven't checked out that video already, you'll want to check this out. This brush was $4. And if you'd like to see me using it for the first time and having like an oh shit moment when I'm using it, definitely check that video out because it was a very genuine moment. So for my concealer today, I kind of want to get the best of both worlds, really intense full coverage and a little bit of a pinky color balancing. So I'm using the Ultra HD concealer in number R22 and the full cover concealer in number 4. So I'm going to be mixing these two little guys together on the back of my hand. You can kind of see them there. You can see the color difference between the two. This is the R22 and this is the number 4 for the full coverage. And then blendy blend. I don't need even nearly half this concealer, but whatever. Then to set all of my foundation, I'm going to use a little bit of the Mystifying Mattifying Powder from Lunatic Cosmetics. I'm really representing for like all the artistry brands and my favorite indie brands, just like using all my faves today. Just one of the reasons why I wanted to make this tutorial, because it was like a bunch of new products, but also a bunch of just like my favorite brands that I just want to like give some love to and promote and stuff, because it's always about like the new stuff, but like if you're hitting pan on something, you love it and it's definitely worth shouting out. Like that's how you know you use it. Have you guys seen my new series, The Shit? It's where I talk about like new shit, old shit, and things that are not the shit. I will have a link to that in the description bar down below because I'm also shouting out some oldies but goodies in that video, which I think you guys will really like. Okay, so now that we're like flawless, now to finish up my lashes, I'm using these lashes from Ardell and they're foam mink and they are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to bust into this package. I'm so excited. I've been just patiently waiting for the perfect moment to use these. They look so soft. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to do something really fun. I'm going to get a little bit of this ColourPop Ultra Satin lip color. And I'm going to get it again on the back of my hand. Can you tell I love using the back of my hand as a palette? I'm going to use this as an eyeliner, and I'm going to use a Smith Cosmetics 304 brush to apply it to my lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is draw that along my lash line. Making sure you're not getting it in your inner rim because you don't want to do that. Draw all the way across like that, and then take a Q-tip, I already did it on this side, and just blend out the bottom edge of that so it doesn't have like a harsh line to it. And then over the top of that, I'm going to be taking this Manuka Honey eyeshadow from Art & Seton. It's a beautiful color shifting purple called Orchid. Just press that over the ColourPop color. You don't have to use the ColourPop thing. You can use a regular eyeliner. It just felt like showing a different way to use the ColourPop liners. And then to make that a little bit smokier, I'm going to take that intensifying base from the glitter palette, the black shadow, and I'm just going to trace that along my lash line with that same brush. So it's got a little bit of that purple left over on it, and I'm going to blend the two together. I would put black liner in my waterline, but I find that I can sometimes make my eyes look a little closed off. It also bugged my contact lenses. So I'm just not gonna do it. And then I'm blending a bit more of Orchid over that. And I like how the really like bluish purple is really fun stuff with my eye colors. We've got our warmer purples and a cooler purples on the bottom. Brightening eyeliner on my inner rim. This one's from Pixie. So I'm going to take that same brightening liner and I'm going to apply that right here on my little inner bits where I don't have any shadow yet. And this is really creamy. It's going to blend out lovely. I'm just going to take a little tiny Q-tip and sort of blend that up. Then I'm going to take Rosé All Day and a Smith Cosmetics 302. Tap off the extra and I'm going to pop that right there. So now to do some fun stuff with blush, I'm going to be using some Makeup Forever contour colors. This is the shade S112, and I'm using a Hourglass Cosmetics. This is actually their foundation brush, but I love it for contour. I'm going to apply that right here to the hollow of my cheek. Blend it up. What I love about these powders is that they do have enough pigmentation to get the job done, but they're really, really soft. And so if you tend to be a little overzealous or kind of, you know, just do too much where blush or contour is concerned, these are perfect for you. Like I'm going to take the darkest color now. Like this should be frightful, right? And it's a bit intense. You absolutely will be able to blend it out and make it work for you. Now for blush, I'm going to be using the 308 I think I was using. It's the same one I used in my crease earlier. And I'm going to mix it with, I think it's 302. So mixing those two together. Popping that on my cheek. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful peachy blush. For highlight, I'm going to be using another Makeup Forever product. This is the Pro Light Fusion in the shade 1. It's the beautiful pink one. And I want that right here, which is really intense right now. Don't worry, I'm going to shear it out above my brow and kind of on the brow bone as well. And then I will come back with, I guess, my foundation brush and just kind of calm it all down. And I like to really glow baby glow, so I'm putting that on my nose, my upper lip, a little on my chin. For my lips, I'm going to use a combination of two different lip colors from Smashbox. This is the Be Legendary Lip Pigment, and I'm going to be using Crush It first, which is a really deep color. I'm going to apply that with a brush to get a lighter application, almost like a stain. And then over that, I'm taking Mauve Squad, which is a beautiful mauve rosy gold. It's just fantastic. So apply that right over the top. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. I will have links to everything I used today on my blog, Vintageortacky.com. It's just way too much to list in the description bar down below. And then you can also see photos of this look. Again, I don't filter anything, so you can see what it really looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be Vintage or Tacky, just be your own kind of beautiful. See you, bye!